Hey y'all, I'm back with another video. Thank you for coming. Hopefully y'all had a good day. Happy Sunday. Hope y'all like and subscribe and share. I really appreciate it. So today's video is going to be about the Mexican people, right? Because we all heard about the Mexican cop Ashly Hernandez. We all heard about her, right? She's like one in a million. She's not the only cop that has done that. She just happens to be Mexican, right? Now, I'm obviously not Mexican, right? But I want y'all to hear me out. I haven't had a really bad experience with Mexicans. I've had a mixed experience. I work, man, especially when you work around food, usually we're all around each other. And from what I've been through with Mexicans, especially the men, they may not say it out loud, but they like black women. I always get treated well. They always been like, hey, you doing, mommy, da da da. They, when they cook food, they make sure they got my plate. Whenever I go to a Mexican restaurant, like the one I love, I will say a million times, I will always shout them out. Number one, taco. Number one, taco. Whenever I go there, my friend was like, when she went there, when she put me onto it, she was like, it's never that full. And I get it. When I went there, I didn't ask for nothing extra. My tacos was nice and juicy. And whenever I go there on my own, it's nice and juicy. They don't treat me like stuff. They smile in my face. They make my food well. Whenever I go to a Mexican guy to make my sandwich and they be busting down the meat, always tastes good. I used to work in a place. I used to have another older woman. I won't say her name. She my baby. She would treat me, a Mexican older lady. She would treat me like a baby. She would treat me like if I was one of her grandkids. She would treat me as if I was one of her kids. I never felt no type of way. Any snacks, anything I needed. Any way she could assist me, she did. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't get that from the other people of my own kind that were older than me, that thought they was in competition with me when I was never in competition with them. Because you're older than me. Okay, you're older than me, you're supposed to be teaching me. But you're ignorant as hell. My own. Let's get back to the Mexicans before I drift off into something. So my experiences, I had one person, even she had her days. One day she was cool, one day she wasn't. I guess it all depended on the day. Right? Now, I do know that some Mexicans don't like black people. Just like I'm sure there's a lot of black people that don't like Mexicans. And a lot of vice versa. And I'm sure there's a lot of white people that don't like neither one of us. I know there's white people right now that will go up between me and another Mexican woman and be like, you both bunch of whatever racist thing they want to say. Let's just keep it a buck. They both see us as less than under them. No matter how much money you make, no matter where you live at, no matter where we go in life, those people will always think they're better. And they're not. And I can go there, but I'm trying to focus because I'll go there. So let me bring it back to what I'm talking about. The Mexicans I've met have always treated me respectfully. I treat them nice. They treat me nicer. And I treat them nicer because they treat me nicer. You see what I'm saying? It goes one and one. So I'm the last person on this earth to ever say that I had a bad experience with a Mexican woman or man. Okay? That's one. Two. Let me think. Two, for that lady, the cop, there's something wrong, señorita. There's something wrong, mama. Chula. There's something wrong. There's something wrong with that woman. She probably needs counseling, of course. Maybe she's been through something traumatic. Maybe she was taught racism. Maybe she thinks that made her a better cop by being a racist. I will never know. That's not for me to figure out. That's between her and her God, whoever her God is. Because as much as it would be easy for me to call her all types of names, she's like one out of millions. I know there are some Mexicans like her that act like her, but I have not met them yet. And if I have, they probably bypass me. So I'm not going to say I've had bad experiences with Mexicans, because I can honestly say I haven't. And if y'all don't know by now, if there's something on my mind, I'm going to tell y'all. If there's some truth there, I'm going to tell y'all. No matter who gets mad, no matter how it makes me look, I don't care. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. That's my experience. I can't say your experience is different. The only bad thing I can say, living where I live at with, let's say, Mexicans, as bad as that, like, say if I went for a job in a restaurant, they're not hiring me, they're hiring their own. That's the only thing. Or, let me see, they have their own stuff, you know what I mean? They're not gonna, it's very rare, you know what I mean? Other than that, I'm not here for that. I'm not here to bash them. You know what I'm saying? I hope Mexico, the country, gets it together, because when all that stuff is going on with the cartel and stuff, that's pretty ugly. Because I love them people. I love their food, and to a degree, I love their culture. I think their culture is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of respect for those people. I haven't been through anything too crazy with them at all. Nothing too crazy. So that's my perspective, you know what I'm saying? And I can only see it from my eyes. I know there's people that have had bad experiences with them. The ones like her, like the Ashly Hernandezes of the world, the ones like her. I'm sure she got mental problems. I'm sure it's beyond this. I'm sure it's something deep-rooted that she's been through, that she's choosing to take it out on the wrong people. She got her own job taken. She opened her mouth and probably have gotten people locked up for no reason. She's probably stopped and harassed people for no reason. She's probably stopped people in cars and put them in the back of her cruiser for no reason. Just ignorant. And it's a lot more people like her. For no reason. And it's ridiculous. And she should get in trouble for her stuff. But if she has any type of sense, she should also see a doctor or a therapist or something and get therapy for her madness. Because that ignorance is not going to change until she wants it to change. That type of ignorance she got going on, it ain't going to change until she wants it to change. And it's pretty sad, because I've had such good experiences with Mexicans that I can't complain. I can't sit here and be like, oh, nothing. I had more bad experience with other different types of Spanish people. But that's just my truth. But for Mexican people, I can honestly say I haven't had that many, like, at all bad experiences. I could probably name all the bad experiences I've had with Mexicans on my hand, and not even on my fingers. And that's good for me, because nothing is perfect. You're going to run into people that are ignorant like her, who are sick in the head, who need mental help. That's my diagnosis. My diagnosis is that girl needs to see a doctor. She needs to be mentally evaluated. She needs her cases checked out and see, has she harmed anyone besides herself out her mouth? And if she has kids, I pray for them babies because she needs help. That's all I'm gonna say there. So I'll be back to y'all later. I just wanted to tell y'all that, yeah, she's her own worst enemy. I don't want no parts of that. Yeah, I'll be back in a few.